playing hockey as a kid. I was fortunate. I grew up in Niagara region and we had a big pond behind our house. So every waking hour, we would go clean it off and we'd play for hours and hours and hours until we couldn't see the puck anymore. I think being such a Canadian a sport, it's definitely something that sticks out in my memory. Something that stuck out to me in a lot of my travels was the amount of plastic that I would see washing up on the beaches and shoreline. I decided that I needed to take action, and I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I started doing a lot of research and doing a lot of due diligence and trying to figure out best practices. So in 2019, I decided that I was going to start the Great Sea Project to find a better solution and a more sustainable solution for dealing with ocean plastic, in particular in communities that don't actually have a recycling program. And a lot of Canadians ask me now, what does it have to do with Canada? That's the thing, it has a lot to do with Canada. It actually ends up on the coast of Canada or the Arctic. But not only that, but they estimate now that each human consumes a credit card sized worth of microplastic per year. This is something that impacts all of us, no matter where it is. What we're doing is we're pulling plastic out of the ocean. We have actually built a small recycling plant that we delivered down to the islands. And we take that plastic, we put it through a shredding machine, it comes out in a fine flake. That flake then goes to our partner in Chicago. They're an alternate plastic manufacturer. We're going to turn that into, on one side, a product, and on the other side, we're going to make sure that it goes to other products that then will have a lifespan and create that true circular economy. A true circular economy is when an object that is produced renews its lifespan over and over and over again. So, for example, if I have these glasses and I'm done using them, they're made of plastic, they will then be recreated, repurposed, recycled, and turned into something else that then again goes around, and when its lifespan is over, it then gets recreated and used into something else, and we keep going like that. That's a true circular economy. What we have now is a broken circular economy because most of the plastics is not recyclable, or it's very difficult to recycle, or it's expensive to recycle. That's why we have this awful statistic that only 9% of what you put in your blue bin gets recycled. You know, there's a little bit of confusion what a true circular economy is. At the end of the day is whatever I make out of that plastic should never end up in a landfill or back in the ocean, and it should always continue to be used or reused. That would be a true circular economy. The fact is we're never going to live without plastic. It's just a sheer fact. It is embedded in our everyday life. We're going to live with it. But as Canadians and as Americans, we can all make informed decisions on our purchasing. And also we can call for change. We can call for more regulation in the industry. The fact is it's a billion-dollar industry, the recycling industry and the plastic industry. And there's very little regulation. In terms of individuals and how you want to get involved, you know what? Organize a cleanup in your neighborhood. I live in Toronto, and I know that we go out and we pick up plastic every time we take the dog out for a walk. When you go on vacation, research the place that you're going to go visit. Say, you know, what are your sustainable practices? You know, do you recycle your water? Do you have a recycling program? Little things we can do as Canadians and as Americans, and make sure that we're doing our little part. I think what makes Canada great, and what, you know, I'm most proud of, is our diversity and how much our diversity gives us strength as a nation and as a country. We're innovative. We think outside of the box. We look at solutions not only within our shoreline, but outside of our shoreline. You know, we're not looking at, okay, how can we make Canada better? We're looking at how can we make the world better?